They'll be calling you a radical. A lot to talk about Fukushima, about number 4, about the so-called anti-nuclear community that does not exist. First off, I want to say this. The strongest activists out there, I've been on this from day one, even before it happened, Jules Stan, her incredible hard work, the stuff that we have, look, it's being confirmed, everything I've said. I've been so Cassandra, like the number 4 pool, on fire, it's been on fire the whole time, but now we're showing, as people came right, oh, it's a whole, all's I did, if that video, I call it the Saxon Blanch video, if I wouldn't have found that video, because nobody was watching, nobody was paying attention, she showed it to me and I put that out, immediately, I love it, Zero Hedge, all these idiots who watch my videos, try to steal my mind from it, try to take this, good luck to you, good luck to you. I want to talk about, yeah, it's heat coming off it, heat whatever, yeah. One-liner comments, the so-called activism community, it's heartbreaking. I mean, I was sitting with my grandson yesterday and I just had tears running down my cheek. As I understand I'm on my own. It's taken me 3 years. It's heartbreaking. I mean, it's really, really heartbreaking for me to come to grips and come to realize that I told this incredible, massive, massive story in a historical way, in a very compelling way, in an intimate way, exposed myself, created vulnerabilities, did all these things to tell this greatest story told, to make it in incredible, the Cassandra-like accuracy. I was, show me where I've been wrong, show me. It's impossible, and what do attorneys like to tell you? No good deed goes unpunished. It took me a long time to come to grips that I really am on my own. And I have a book ready to go. My contents, I mean, I have incredible sources. We have the radiation mapping from before with us. We have the real data. I have the emails from the Fukushima 50s mom. I have stuff from the Shogun's elitist families. I have the top scientists in the world out of Japan, as I have relationships with them. The stuff that I have, because I told this in an acute fashion. I told it intensely. I told you the relationships and development that I freaking exposed. Fukushima ongoing, all 4 on fire, the cover-up exposed. Look, it got ruled the 22nd of July in Japan that the populace, the judge threw down the gauntlet and said, no, you're not restarting in OA, which is another, I mean, judge after judge after judge. Know this, Japan is us. We colonialized Japan, the victors of war. Watch the end of Victor. I love the end of that great, incredible, that's got to be one of the greatest movies ever made. At the end, when Hamilton and him, the Russian, fighting over the German girl and stab each other to death and lay there. How accurate is that piece of history? You know, I could dive into the dynamic as when Roosevelt died. You know, the technology should have been shared with Stalin, whatever, and the whole thesis is tell or hijack. I can really dive into it, and I will in my book, but this book's so important. And I've met with publicists, I've met with editors, nobody wants to support me, nobody's going to, I've got that. It's taken me 3 years. It breaks my heart. I actually started physically, just broke down and cried yesterday down at my father's marker at the cemetery, looking at my little grandson. I'm heartbroken. I'm not just heartbroken at the fact of Fukushima and my leukemia in my body ruined my life, and the death of my father, and watching so many of my beautiful friends die in the prime of their lives. Dana, go into her room as she's dying. I did that thing of lightning cracking through the window. Paul, Tracy, Carla, I've watched this death so epic. I can relate to Walt Whitman now. I saw my father loading in the backpack, but now, as I've been in the fight, and this huge group that all got cancer at the same time here in Utah, and I've sat with them, and I've been with them, and I've watched them over and over, and these beautiful, incredible people in the prime of life died. I look back on it this 3 years, I don't know how I've done this. I've told it exactly in truth. I did it with no money, I did it in critical condition. I forked over, I made a lot of money in my life. I've spent my whole life educating myself in the theater. I'm heartbroken. The people that turned on me for simply just reporting the truth, people that are supposed to be on our side, I thought were my friends, I know I'm on an island. You know, Ackerman's been behind me in his own way with his art, and a few people in their own way and their own thing. I got John Kirk up there in Canada, you know, a few activists and things. I'm really heartbroken. What's going on has been verified now. The mapping showing you know, higher ratings of radiation. We're seeing more and more, I believe it to be plutonium, and I said that. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. I put it up and everybody pulls back on me. That fuel pools have been on fire the whole time. When you dump water over spent fuel apparatus after it's fused together, it doesn't go out. And let me tell you, the heats and the fires off nuclear fission are invisible. They're smelling. I think it was a flash of incredible heat. Yeah, you know, oh, where's the fire? Really? Where's the fire trucks? Look, they sent in robots that can handle 2,000 Fahrenheit that melted. They're underground. Yeah, the cover-up is Chernobyl on Balco, as Alice said in that great quote in the Battle of Chernobyl. Them men went in there and exposed it in the 90s. Without them, we don't even know. How many of you know the truth of Chernobyl? The Russian-American dynamic? Because I can really get into it, and I'm gonna. I'm putting together some money. I got to do it on my own, and I know that, and I'm going to do it, and I am doing it right now. And because I got to hire a publicist. Because to write an ebook and internet sell 232 copies would do this story total injustice. It would do my father a total injustice. It would do Paul, Carla, Tracy, all my beautiful friends that have passed a total injustice. To everybody who's passed for cancer, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna fight for them because they're dead. They were murdered. They were murdered. For Pat Tillman, he was murdered. Michael Hastings murdered. Fucking Aaron Swartz fucking murdered. I'm still alive by, I don't know, the graces of God, the power, whatever their powers there be. There's a reason that I was spared. There was a reason, my place and time, that I would tell this story in an epic way. Yeah, my glasses broke. And everybody says, I was walking around the other day. He says, God, you look goofy. Your socks, yeah. Just like when Einstein used to walk around with no socks, you get lying pricks. Einstein was right, everything he said. He was right. Oppenheimer was right. Tell her the military-industrialized complex gone amok. Know this. The anti-nuclear movement in Taiwan, Hong Kong, China is gigantic and it's epic. This story is gigantic over there. Gigantic. I know in factual. The context I have, the knowledge I have, it has to get out in the domain. It has to. As I met with a publicist in New York, and I'm like, this has to be, I get one shot at this. It has to be, this story's so powerful and so epic, and the knowledge that I have, because sweet are the uses of adversity. The cancer fight, so intense. I was so intense from day one on it. Ate, slept, drank this in a very incredible way. Maybe that's why the forces there be kept me poor, kept me broke, because I had to fight intensely. I had to struggle. It is important to struggle. It is important to struggle because that's where the great art comes from. And the great art was put out there by me. This is very real. You can pull back on the video. Oh, it's a hoax? Okay, you've had 5. Show me the fucking hoax. What? Because I just put up the fucking actual fucking footage? I just put up the actual footage and you pull back on me? You pull back on the fucking truth, you degenerate fucks? You fucking battered wives, you Stockholm Syndrome fuckers? The whole fucking country, the whole world. I'm so heartbreaking. It's like, here's what they are. They're the wife of a sex. A woman who's married to a man, and the man is sexually abusing the children. The American populace is, and she supports that man. That's who the American populace is. Fukushima, the Iraqi war, all of it. I'm heartbroken. You know, I was at the cemetery yesterday visiting my father's grave, and my beautiful uncle who stood on my beach on D-Day. I've really never been so discouraged in my entire life. I'm heartbroken of all my hard work over the 3 years. I'm really heartbroken. I've never been so heartbroken in my whole life. The Patriot Act, the whole thesis. You can go through here, you're all right. It has literally broke my heart. I am brokenhearted over this whole thing. This vlog, the blog, my place in time, the sacrifice that I've made, and so many people have made their lives. 3 years of telling nothing but the truth in a Cassandra-like fashion that's been impossible. What I've been able to do is impossible, what I've done. With no money, with no support, with anybody. I mean, I get death threats daily, thousands of emails. Busby attacked me while I was in critical condition. Hell, Caldicott's publishers attacked me. Fucking Gunderson attacked me. These people, I mean, then YouTubers, I mean, what I've dealt with, thousands of emails a day, just intense, radical, or called ignorant attacks. And I put up with it because I know this story is this powerful. I'll hire my publicist. I'll hire fucking the place. I'll make the money on my own. Yeah, I stood right here. I made a bunch of people millionaires. Told them to get out of gold at 1900, buy Tesla. Nothing, not a dime. I told them to buy Tesla at 18. Told them to short silver. I mean, I made a lot of millionaires on this site. A lot of people sucked my knowledge, and after they sucked my knowledge, attacked me for giving them the knowledge. I'm heartbroken, and I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, but every time I really just break down, this has been the most heartbreaking part of my entire life. I've dealt with a lot of pain, and I've dealt with a lot of joy, and I've had a lot of ups and downs in my life. Because the way I've lived in the last year, traveling all this YouTube camera does no justice. The people that I've met, the people that I've seen would blow your mind. It would blow your mind where I've been, what I've done. While in critical condition, it's been an epic story, but I've never been laid so low. I really have never been laid so low. I'm heartbroken. I can tell you that right now. I'm very, very sad. I'm very sad for what's happening to our children and what's happening to our grandchildren. I mean, I am fucking so heartbroken right now. But, you know, God, the forces there be, the sun, the moon, the people that have passed, whatever gave me a second chance, I'm alive. You know, I'm alive. And I've told this in truth, and I've told this in actuality. I've been intent. I've done every fucking thing I could possibly think of. But the bottom line is it's been factual, it's been accurate, it's been told in incredible, accurate detail. You can pull back all you want. It doesn't really matter. It was told in the truth, and I'll do what I gotta do. I know I'm on my own. Been there before, but I have life. I have joy. I have passion. I have hard work ethic. I have love for humanity. I know what I've done is important, and I know that's why I've been spared. I should never live through this disease. Why do I live and these other beautiful friends of mine pass? Yeah, I've been thinking, I've had time to reflect now. You know, I can't believe what I've gone through. I can't believe what I've done. I can't believe the sadness of these close, beautiful friends of mine dying and their lives being mowed down. I can't believe that what America's turned into, it's gone. You know, my uncle that raised me stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day and the Rhine River. My father nuked to death. My other uncle, a POW, the fighter pilot. These people that raised me, my incredible grandparents, my incredible path, all these people. All this greatness that we did. Yeah, we had a lot of fucking flaws in America. We did a lot of things, but for the baby boomer to completely ruin it all. The Patriot Act destroyed the Constitution for time and all eternity. Fukushima and the cover-up, the nuclear cartel, mass murdering, and it's Chernobyl on Balco. The heartbreak of what happened to the fucking people of Chernobyl every day. Life expectancy in that region is 53 years old. Close to fucking Chernobyl. No one cares. I told it the way it is, and I'll continue to tell it the way it is, and that's just the way it is. You know, I've never been this fucking sad in my fucking life, but, you know, I'm alive, and we'll grow from here, and we'll go. Thanks to Jules Stamp for her incredible activism from the day one because of the love of her children. You know, the people that love their kids. You know, a lot of people did a lot of great work on this. Don't kid yourself. I love a lot of you keyboard activists. A lot of you that you're going to turn on me. You're going to turn on me for just reporting a video and saying number 4 is exploding on fire when number 4 is exploding on fire. It's invisible. You can't smell it. You can't taste it. It kills you. No, you don't grow 3 eyeballs. You don't grow a fucking third arm out of your fucking rib cage. And it's not aliens. It's death via cancer. It's fucking heartbreaking. Stay on tuna.